It's got the fiscal appetite the size of North America, and even though it's the size of Rhode Island. I'm referring to a country. You've probably seen pictures and perhaps even read some stories about it, but you haven't really seen Dubai until you've seen what I'm about to show you. Mike Hagedis, starting off his special reports tonight from the biggest little country in our universe. Mike is on the front.
They are the images of Dubai you expect. The Burj Al Arab, 27 double-height stories, 202 duplex suites of pure opulence on the Persian Gulf. Called by jet-setters the world's only 7-star hotel. And just down the coast, the Palm Jumeirah development, large enough to be seen from the International Space Station. Built by the dredgings from the world's largest saltwater port, it will soon support 32 luxury hotels, villas, apartment complexes, and 70,000 people. Yes, 2 very impressive sites. And you know what they are? Old news. Dubai, one of the 7 United Arab Emirates on the tip of the Saudi Arabian Peninsula, a moderate Muslim country that in the last 5 years has sprouted buildings like towering stalks from magic beans.
There were 2 buildings when I moved here in August of 2004, and that is no lie. Those 2 buildings over there, nothing else existed.
Nearly 20% of the world's supply of construction cranes work day and night. Yes, round the clock, 7 days a week on hundreds of billions of dollars worth of projects.
It's human nature. We want to top ourselves. We want to come up with that next big thing.
You like the first Palm? They're building 2 more. You like the Burj Al Arab? You'll love the Burj Dubai, soon to be the world's tallest building in the center of a complex that will include the world's largest shopping mall, until they build the real world's largest mall, to be finished sometime in 2010.
You know, it's incredible. As you know, when you come in here, you see an incredible amount of cranes, you see vibrancy, you see energy. I say it's, you know, it's the gold rush.
Gold rush? Want to buy Alaska? This collection of globally shaped sand in the Gulf, you may have to visit the space station to get the full scope, is called the world. Pick a state, a country, a continent. You can buy it. Oh, getting a little hot in the 114-degree heat? Let's go skiing.
I think it's amazing to come to an Arab country where the average temperature for this year is about 50 degrees and to go snowboarding.
Ski Dubai, a half-mile run connected to a shopping mall that will just have to do until they build a whole ski village and mountain indoors, which they are. And if you just want to live sports, no, really, live sports?
Dubai Sports City is a 50 million square foot metropolis built on sports as a viewership, sports as a participation, sports as an education, sports as a well-being, finally sports as a lifestyle. It's a city within a city.
Dubai Sports City, a $3 billion project. 4 years from now, this lonely piece of sand will house 5 sports stadiums, an 18-hole golf course, apartment buildings, villas, 70% already sold. And yet, compared to Dubai Land, a 3 billion square foot development, well, you're getting the picture. Talking about Dubai is like talking about your weekend shopping list. There's always one more thing.
The one thing you have to give Dubai specifically credit for is they deliver on the promises. Just in the 5 years I've been here, and when I've worked in Kuwait and in Saudi and used to vacation here, you'd hear these things and, you know, you kind of scratch your head and wonder, is this just pie in the sky? Are they dreaming? But they continue to deliver.
The foundation for all of this is, of course, oil, a commodity that Dubai will soon effectively run out of as any kind of real revenue producer. Today it amounts to only about 6% of the country's income. So 15 years ago, the then sheikh from the ruling house of Maktoum decided he had to have a plan. Why not use his small country's oil money, Dubai about the size of Rhode Island and mostly sand, to create a tax-free tourist and business haven along the traditional silk trading route? Crazy, huh? Rental. A decade of infrastructure build-out has led to an explosion of major construction, particularly on the tourism and hospitality side in the last 5 years. And while the early investors were all local, meaning government-run, Amir Properties and Dubai Holdings, most major international brands have now smelled money in the water in Dubai. Kirshner International is building its next Atlantis project here, a $1.5 billion investment.
We're going to open up in Dubai with 1,500 rooms. We're going to employ 4,500 people from over 30 different nationalities. And I think with creating that uniqueness in the Middle East is going to be a big draw for them to say, listen, we want to come to Dubai. We want to see Atlantis.
Plenty of people are already seeing Dubai. The core trade is regional, other Arab countries, but roughly 30% of visitors are from Great Britain. The EU has long been a hot market for the Middle East, and now the Russians are coming. Really? The goal is 15 million visitors a year by 2010.
Dubai is about to receive the approved destination status for Chinese outbound travelers, which is a status that you need for the travelers to get visa authorization to come here. When that happens, a huge new market opened up.
And the market that's opening up on the business side is the Middle East. 80% of the Fortune 500 have some presence in Dubai. And while there are growing light manufacturing and biotech and media sectors,
they're not here for Dubai. Dubai is not big enough for them. They're here for the whole of the Middle East. But they've chosen Dubai to be the regional center for them because they feel comfortable to be here. Laws, regulations, family atmosphere, infrastructure, airport to the rest of the Middle East. And obviously zero taxes.
Since nothing is perfect, not even a place that plans to build its own Eiffel Tower, only bigger, there are concerns over what some have called slave labor. Of the 1.7 million permanent residents, only 500,000 or so are native Emiratis. Many of the rest, laborers contracted from the sub-Asian continent, Pakistan, India, Sri Lanka, and work for a reported $200 a month. And once that workforce makes it into the UAE, moving them around is a major issue and expense. Steve Blackburn is project manager for Dubai Sports City.
The peak, we estimate something like 30,000 workers on the job, if it all goes as it should. This again is a huge logistics problem, getting them here, getting them into the site, getting away from the site.
There are also concerns over exactly what passes in and out of the port, particularly on the traditional dhows. Drugs, terrorists, but these are not questions you hear often poolside or in any of Dubai's clubs. Life at those places is good, a vacation. The real elephant or camel in the room is, will it last? Can continued double-digit GNP growth fueled by construction, real estate speculation, tourism continue? So far this year, real estate mortgage transactions are over $2 billion, with the government issuing $4 billion worth of bonds on the international market starting this month.
It's hard to say when it's topped. We're definitely in the early stages. What we see is the beginning of the growth of the region. Dubai initiated it, and now it's spreading out to the different countries.
In the Persian Gulf, what's happening here is called the Dubai experiment. It's got more going on than a belly dancer's stomach, but so far, it's still shaking. On the money, Mike Hegedus, CNBC, in Dubai.